Hi, my name is Amber Robbins, and I wanted to share today some of my experiences with Republic and what they do to landfills and communities. I'm from the St. Louis, Missouri area, although I live on the east side of the Mississippi River in Illinois, and I live near the Roxana Landfill, which Republic also owns. And I wanted to share today some of what Republic is doing to both of these landfills. I found out just recently, in the past 2 months, that Republic has been hauling radioactive waste from the Westlake Bridgeton Landfill to the Roxana Landfill in my community. A little bit of background of information about the Westlake Bridgeton Landfill. First off, this landfill has been holding remnants of the Manhattan Project. Radioactive waste has been stored in the Westlake landfill, and it's right next to what Republic calls a subsurface smoldering event, which basically means a fire. And so you have a very dangerous situation where a fire is encroaching upon radioactive waste in a regular sort of blue-collar community. Instead of being honest and open with the community, Republic has done everything to try to stop people from finding out about this and to basically lessen or mitigate the consequences of this. For instance, one of the things they have done is they've created a fake coalition, a fake front group that's supposed to represent the community interests. They call it the Coalition to Keep Us Safe. But it's clear after a little bit of investigation, the us and the Coalition to Keep Us Safe is just the business interest of Republic. Instead, there has been a coalition formed of real concerned community members trying to hold Republic accountable and figure out just what is happening. Just yesterday, the Missouri Department of Natural Resources cited Republic for its sort of atrocious handling of the Westlake Bridgeton landfill, and they cited 4 things. The first thing they cited the landfill for was storage and disposal of solid waste in a manner that creates a public nuisance or adversely affects public health. Second, failure to operate a landfill in a manner which protects the health and safety of personnel and others associated with and affected by the operation. 3, failure to operate a landfill in compliance with the terms and conditions of the permit to prevent or minimize potential health hazards or conditions that could create a public nuisance or environmental pollution. And 4, burning of solid waste. So it's clear the Missouri Department of Natural Resources agrees that Republic is handling this in a way that puts people at danger and that puts the environment at danger. Specifically, just today, Republican Senator Roy Blunt has been calling on Republic to take care of the situation, to move this radioactive waste in a safe manner that the public is a part of. What's really scary for me is to find out that they have been illegally hauling some of this waste to the landfill in my community in Roxana, Illinois. They've been cited for this, and it's really created sort of even worse situation for more communities. So the horrible health and environmental effects are spreading. Despite sort of being a teacher and knowing a lot of people in the area and having family and friends in the area, I have known almost nothing about this until recently. And I didn't find out from Republic. I found out from people in the Bridgeton Westlake community, from seeking information out online, spending hours searching, and from the Teamsters. Republic has had no transparency about this. And that's one of the things that Republic needs to step up and do. A few weeks ago, there was a panel put together of people concerned about what was going on at the Roxana landfill. There were community members, professors from a local university, and people from the Bridgeton landfill, and I learned some pretty scary things. The first is that Republic is actually lobbying politicians to make sure that they have the legal means to protect themselves at Westlake and Bridgeton and potentially prevent the community members from holding them financially accountable for the damage they have done. Beyond that, they actually have a lot of say in the scientists who monitor and evaluate the situation in Westlake and Bridgeton. They've gotten around this by acknowledging that they're a responsible party, which gives them power to decide which scientists are used. In addition to that, there were also people from the community who talked about the exponential spikes of cancer that people have experienced in the St. Louis area, especially people who live near this waste or have been closely associated with this waste. There have been a lot of public health studies done, and it seems to be that St. Louis has a lot of cancer that needs to be accounted for. A nurse from the local children's hospital in St. Louis also talked about some personal experiences she's had, witnessing some weird birth defects that she says she's only seen in St. Louis, and a spike in childhood cancer in the St. Louis area. Like many other people at this, I was really terrified to hear about it and what Republic was doing. Ultimately, Republic is just a company. They might dissolve or go away or disappear, but what remains is what they've left behind, which is a trail of ecological damage and also the health risk for the people who live there. The people who live in the communities have to live forever with what Republic does, and so we deserve a say in what they do. Beyond this, the workers who work sort of in the St. Louis area have also talked about their increased exposure to radioactive waste and other dangerous elements. For example, some workers have cited being exposed to dangerous chemicals and even asbestos without proper safety equipment. It's clear that they aren't being protected. We've known for decades how to safely protect people from these dangers, and so it shouldn't be allowed that a company can get away with not protecting their workers and exposing the public to such dangers. Ultimately, Republic needs to know that the people who live in the communities are the ones who are really going to be affected by what they do, and we deserve a say in what happens. First and foremost, Republic needs to be transparent. Let us know and keep us informed. This is our community, so we deserve to know. Next, Republic should give the community some control over what is happening. Since it affects us the most, we deserve that. And finally, they need to treat their workers with human dignity, not like disposable objects that they can throw away in their landfills. So I just wanted to share that information about what Republic has done to the St. Louis area and also is now doing to Roxana, Illinois.
Fantastic.